in my favorite rocket ship.
Flying through the sky on Sunshine Cock. It's the never-ending story.
Alright. It just feels weird.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
I'm having menstrual pains.
Please tell me you didn't shit again.
I didn't.
Thank God.
All right, let's go.
Alright. Welcome back.
It's another episode of
Sarcastically Serious.
I'm the best co-host, James,
And I'm Shaun.
and we're doing it at the shop today.
We're doing what?
Doing this, so
Each other?
we can. You first. So,
Take the
Shaun,
sleeve off. I can't handle it with the sleeve.
I could lubricate it.
Yeah, please.
Does that work? Yeah. So Shaun's awesome self. I came back over to give me a hand.
I came over because I needed something.
Yeah. It's the going theme in his family.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
You'll find it.
I needed the warm shop.
Yeah,
what
that's
I mean.
exactly where we're at. Sean's got a space heater next to him.
Hey,
It's usually at his house. It's by me, and
Yeah,
now
right.
we're at my place
the
or my
guest
in-laws'
always
place.
gets something.
Perks. You get the perks.
Yeah, perks.
But no, so we're at the house. We're at the shop today recording. It's currently 66 degrees in the shop by that heater,
And like
it's
28
by,
outside.
and it's about 27 by us. It's kind of chilly, as you can tell. We're covered up.
Yeah.
I'll have to get used to this. Anyways, so corporate sponsor reached out.
You need to talk on that side.
Corporate sponsor reached out.
That's so much better.
I'm so sorry, Shaun. Yeah, and they're hooking you up, and that's why I brought myself some water down here. My wife's coffee cup.
Huh. And what am I getting?
You're gonna get something, sir. Close your eyes. It's a surprise.
Okay.
Don't peek.
I'm not.
Don't peek. Corporate sponsor sending you something straight off the boat, straight from the great state of Austria. Here it is, Shaun.
So I can look now.
You can.
Wow.
You got a green box.
Hell yeah.
I want to do an unboxing video right here.
All right. Oh, so we're not sharing water. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Is this really for me?
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm
they were
gonna
so
suck your
nice
dick.
and to pre-fill it with Austrian water,
Hell yeah. Let me try this.
but it's
awesome
actually
water.
Schwarzenegger's piss. It's the same thing.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. It's full of choppa piss.
Get in the chopper. Let's try
Let's see what that Austrian water tastes like. Right off the boat. You couldn't take it, guys. For everybody not watching.
Oh man, tastes really good. Hold on, I'm gonna get all bougie with it.
Do you feel stronger?
Yes, I do. I feel like I am getting pumped up.
I come to pump you up.
I definitely don't have a good Schwarzenegger. Whatever.
Yeah, you don't have the whole communism.
Am I really?
You're blonde.
Am I really taking this home?
Yeah.
with me? No shit.
For real.
I love them.
I didn't get it. The corporate sponsor Glock's in it, sir.
I love them too.
Yeah. OD Green.
A&A. The corporate sponsor A&A.
Yeah,
AA.
A.
So what is this filled with? I'm already filling my head.
I spiked his drink. Yeah, as you can tell, Shaun's enjoying his new Glock flask.
Oh, let me have that say.
Shh,
Karen
we'll blurt that out.
Yeah, exactly. Edit.
So,
Blooper. I can't do that shit down there. I'm just gonna
holding it's gonna be a trick.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. Anyways, so it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Grandbaby had another birthday.
You have a grandkid?
Yeah.
Damn, James, you're getting old.
I know.
I am. Fuck.
I'm getting. The more I look at my little girly beard I have, I'm catching up to Shaun's gray, one hair at a time.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot, man. I'm still tripping over those photos.
Which one?
Of me.
Oh, yeah. Shaun posts photos.
I didn't post them.
He's going to.
Okay.
You're gonna clip that shit in right
Right
here,
here.
now. Bam.
All right, so this photo is January 14th.
2023.
And then this photo is Saturday, March 18th. So
And
about 24 to 27 pounds. But so this morning I'm 24, but I've eaten like shit. I was 27. I've eaten like shit a lot in the last week and a half. But anyways,
I do it every day.
we got 1 month on my weight loss plan, and everybody in that plan is like, man, I've been fucking up, and I went to the beach.
Keep fucking up.
Yeah,
Keep
that's
fucking
what I
up.
told him. I was like, all y'all bitches losing. I'm getting 500. 500.
Yep.
Pay me my money.
We going
What the fuck is that? You got
big,
some floating.
big piece of lint.
You got some floating lint too.
Yeah.
God, this shit's following
I know
us.
it.
Your house.
The
my
difference
house,
is we're in
or
the shop.
Shop.
Yeah. Let me get the leaf blower out.
Yeah.
We'll stir some shit up.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like, yeah, so we're in the shop today. Different background.
Yep.
Nothing special.
Tools.
Yeah, tools and more tools
You can
and
see
2
your
tools
press,
sitting
You
here.
can see your roller. You
Yeah.
can see the
All the garbage in the bag.
all the stuff in
Junk.
the bag. American flag. Fuck yeah.
No, that's not the American flag. Did you hear about that?
You could see.
That's the new white supremacy flag.
The penis extractors.
Mm-hmm.
It's right here. There's 2 of those.
Yep. Number 1 ratings on Amazon.
Damn, I need to pimp you out.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had it like that.
You ever watch that movie? What was it? It was an MTV produced movie.
Idiocracy.
No. The one where he's a pimp.
I
in
finally
Atlanta.
watched that shit.
Did you?
the other
It's good, ain't it?
God, it's so stupid.
It is, but
Your
so
sister-
it's so right on so
I
many
know,
levels.
I know.
And it's such an older movie.
I know, and your sister was like, why in the fuck are we still watching this? I said, because it's so stupid, but
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
We're dumb, it's the dumbification of America, and we're seeing it. We're just not to this extreme yet, but this is coming.
We're taking baby steps towards it.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't say baby steps. What the fuck is that? Anyways.
But did you catch the comment I made about Crocs and their shoes?
Yes, that was fucking weird. That was weird.
That's what's so strange about that movie. It's like, a glimpse into the future.
When did Crocs come out? Look it up.
2005. Well, for me,
When was that movie produced? Look it up.
2000, I want to say.
All right, so Crocs were just a couple.
Bam, that was a
And
good
boy, we were
jam.
like, yeah.
Oh, what was that?
I don't even fucking know. That's next week. Hey, there's you a sneak peek.
There you go.
We're gonna fucking hit that shit.
Oh, Pornhub, sorry. Give it to me, Jerry.
Yeah. Damn. Was that a homemade movie? Our producer Jerry is actually an actor as well.
Oh shit, 2006. Sorry,
All right, so Idiocracy came out in 2006.
I was thinking early 2000s.
So when did Crocs first hit the scene? Type in what year, not just Crocs. I think you're gonna see like Sense something.
2002.
Okay, so they were just a couple years old.
What? These wild, wacky, and wonderful clogs were born in 2002 by 3 inventors. Blah 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 blah. Colorado. So, U.S.-based company.
Yeah,
Cool. Not made here.
but they were not, as well known.
No, they weren't.
It's like Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, we think they're like a couple years old. They're probably 10 years old.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing with fashion. Fashion always gets developed overseas. Fashion normally doesn't start here in the States. Well, I found that out. It's little things. Like when last time I went to Germany, when we go there, I don't know if you paid attention to that. I paid attention to fashion, and you see it there first. We're like, oh, that's something new. That's cool, or it looks like crap, or whatever. And we come here,
We're
and then
10
a
years
year,
behind them.
2, 5, whatever. It's like, oh shit, that's the same shit I saw a while back. I find that interesting.
Well, it's
how
like
that works.
like techno, all that kind of shit. That was big over there for years
Right.
before it even hit the States.
Electronic music.
And I started laughing because it was like, for the people listening and not watching, they're gonna think this is something else. Oh, it's great. Oh
You
man,
get that damn pack.
I do.
I was actually telling that story about something like that yesterday.
Yeah. You're like, and then,
No, I was talking about one of the first times I got high here in Georgia.
and then I got high, and then I got high.
And then I was high. Yeah. So you want to hear that story?
Sure.
Yeah. So, first time I smoked weed was in Arizona with a girlfriend at a house party. I don't think I inhaled, I didn't get high or anything, but I smoked it just because it was at the party and they're like, hey, you want some? Sure.
Okay, Bill Clinton.
And then I put blackface on, and then I smoked the hell out of it. But no,
You racist. We're fucking canceled now, James. Thanks.
dude, I got a black toolbox and a black car in here.
and a black motorcycle.
Yeah. And a gray car behind us. What else can we find black? Black mics, thank you.
I got a black leg.
I don't know about your kickstand. But no, so I moved here in 2002-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish, something like that. I don't remember exactly now. A buddy I rode a school bus with freshman year, he's like, hey, do you like to do drugs or whatever? I don't remember exactly how the conversation went.
Back then, we didn't have code words. We were like, hey, you like to do drugs?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, yeah, man, I totally love doing
You want to
drugs.
smoke the heebie-jeebie?
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. He lived right down the road from me. Got the school bus, went over to his house a little while later. And he was a country bumpkin son of a bitch. He lived like in a house the size of the one across the street, that little shack. And his dad was white trash through and through. And looking back at it now, I didn't care at the time. Yeah. And he's like, all right. He got some weed. He got it from his bedroom. We walked behind his house in the woods. There's a clearing. And when we got back there, he had a couch set up like in the bushes. And I was like, damn, this is like where I'm gonna get fucked. And we sit down on the couch. He reaches behind the couch. Or actually, it's like one of those roll-out couches that you pull out of a car. You know, like the bench seat.
Yeah.
He sat down and he pulled out one of those water jugs. The ones you flip out 5-gallon water jugs that people replace like in hospitals and office buildings.
Yeah.
And it's a giant water bomb. He has all these hoses coming out like a 4-hitter. And I'm like, whoa, what is that? Like this, I'm kind of naive to drugs at this point in my life. And he packs the bowl top of it. And he's like, all right, grab one side, he grabbed the other side. We lit it up, and it was like, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, he's like, no, keep going, keep going. I was like, it's like, keep sucking until you can't. And I said, okay. He's like, I'm almost there, keep going.
He's like, don't stop.
And then it hit me, and I was like, boom!
Yeah, the back of your throat. He was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. And I was like, between the smoke and everything else in my throat. Yeah, and I got super stoned, like super stoned. Next thing we know, we have some kid roll up on his bike, somebody that we know from school. And it's a little black boy. And he's kind of a racist white trash kid. Me, I'm kind of from Texas, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know racism, so I moved to Georgia, as bad as that sounds. Pretty hot. That was
Oh.
good. And we're getting high. We're just chopping it up, having fun. And he starts calling the little black kid racist names, like just saying dumb shit, just laughing. He's our friend, and we're just cutting up, making jokes. And I'm like laughing at it, and this and that. And I'm blitzed. And he starts making these references to picking cotton and dumb shit like that. And I'm laughing. I'm just laughing because I'm stoned out of my mind. And then I lean into it. And I make a few comments. I won't say those what comments I made. It was kind of shitty for a kid, but I was just being a dumb kid. I was high. And I leaned into it. I was like, oh, we're making fun of the black guy. Let's do it. And so I did it. And I said some words. But I was completely blitzed. I think I fell asleep on my couch. And I woke up with a sore asshole.
And that token black kid was like, you ever say that shit to me?
Yeah.
Man,
I'm going to show you what
hard.
cotton hides.
Yeah. God dang.
Yeah. So that was the first time I got high in Georgia.
Wow.
The second time, I don't remember the second time.
Every time after that was just a blur.
Yeah, it was a blur. Day one.
I can't definitively say the first time. I remember the first time I ever got just fucking wasted, and it was still
On alcohol?
no
Oh.
on
On drugs.
yeah, on the drugs.
On these drugs.
So in my neighborhood, my sister she is a few years older than me, and my mom used to work night shift for police department, and So anyways, mom worked nights. Sister would have friends come over, and I always hung out with older kids. So I was like 10, 11. I don't think I was as old as 12, but because 12 is when I get in all my trouble, and by then I was already fucking doing tons of shit every day. But so I was probably 10 or 11. She had some kids come over. One of the kids in the neighborhood was older kid. He's, you know, whatever. He actually had, all right, so before that, I forgot about this. He actually had me selling drugs. We keep saying drugs. This is so stupid.
I was selling paraphernalia.
I was selling joints, individual joints, pre-rolled joints. And I want to say they were like $4 a pop. So
That's cheap.
yeah, well, fucking,
Yeah.
I'm old.
This 40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, he had a Walkman, okay, and
Tape deck.
I went over to his house. It was a tape deck. I mean, obviously.
Right.
And so the back of it had batteries in it, everything. I had a little screwdriver. Take 2 screws out of the back. It opened up. The guts were taken out. It held like 5 or 6 joints. Put it all together. 2 screws, screwdriver in my pocket, walking clip on the side, headphones on. I walked down the street. Right. He told me several houses to go to, and I'd go to it, and they'd buy as many joints as they wanted, and then I'd come back to him and fucking. I think I was.
He throw you $20.
No, it was like $1 a joint. I was.
Oh, really?
Something like that. I don't know, but anyways, I was like fucking 10 or 11.
She went to the labor board.
Yeah.
And complained about this shit.
Yeah, I need a raise, bitch. But so anyways, his name was Damien. I don't know why I was trying not to say his name. It don't matter now.
What's his last name?
No, I'm not getting into all that because he is by far a changed dude.
Right. Everybody does.
Believes in Christ. He deals with healthy supplements for working out and cleaning out your system and all that. So good dude now. Me and his sister were best friends growing up. She was my age. But anyway, so I was selling weed before I even tried it. Well, one of the times my sister had to get together, it ended up being like fucking 20 people, right? I mean, it was just a blowout party, you know, back then.
Right.
And he came over and he said something about, and I idolized this dude, right? And he was like saying something about going out sitting in the car, and I was like, yeah, I want to come. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah. No, this is for older guy. I'm like, no, I'm coming. So I went out there and sat in whoever's fucking car and hotboxed it. Dude, I was so fucking high. So fucking high. And they wouldn't let me actually hit the joint, but they kept shotgunning the shit to me. And
You said to be in the car.
oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But we went back in the house, and remember those fucking chairs that was like a dome? It had like a stand and a dome and then a pillow top. It was like this, like a big glove kind of thing. I'm trying to think of. It was like made out of bamboo.
Oh yeah, like the little wicker.
Yeah.
It was like it had like a sphere almost. That
Yes.
Pivot on the stand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could move it all around, and then it
Stupid
had the cushion.
Beanbag kind of crap.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think everybody's mom had one of those at some point.
So we had one of those. So we go back in the house, and I'm fucking wasted. And I get in the thing, and I flip it upside down on top of me, so the little stand was
I
just
remember the story.
And I stick my head out, and I'm scooting across the floor, and I'm like, look, guys, I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle. And there's all these older kids, and they're laughing, and Damien gets fucking mad. He's like, dude, stop, you're embarrassing me. Dude, stop. It's my fucking house, but I guess because he got me high.
Right.
So he comes over there, he flips the thing, he's like, stop. And I'm like, oh, turtle lost his shell. So he starts fucking kicking me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Turtle dead. Turtle down.
Yeah. And so anyways, that was the first memorable time. That might have been the first time, but fuck, I was just
Gone.
wasted.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was wow, that was an experience. And then after that, I started all kind of dumb shit, got in all kind of trouble.
Rocketing stuff.
Yeah. No, I never rocketed until I met you, James.
Oh, that's perfect.
James like, you ever rocketed coke? I'm like, no. Put a little on the end of the stick. He's like, hold on, let me insert it for you. What are you doing, James? This is
Close
only
your
for
eyes.
rocketing purposes only.
Yeah. It's for entertainment purposes.
when you made that joke about choking, whatever, and I made that noise, it reminded me. All right, dude, I got so many stories.
You have some PTSD here?
No. It reminded me of this one time. All right, so I think we've already had this conversation, kind of, about how I used to talk girls into blowjobs because I was, whatever, scared of getting AIDS. So this one girl, I talked her into it anyways. So I'm sitting on my couch, and she's just going to town. And right before I blew, dude, I pushed down on the back of her as hard as I could. And when I blew, like, it was just like that. She was like,
Oh
and
my
shit-
god, that's loud.
it splattered all over my legs. my it was everywhere.
Where's all this white mud coming from?
Dude, it's bad. And she was like, why'd you push down? I
Like
was
a
like,
fire
"Dude, that shit."
extinguisher.
I was like, that shit felt good.
Rebounded off the back of his throat and just went,
Dude,
"Bruh."
it was bad. It was bad. So,
You can show me that later.
I will. I will.
Yeah, put that on my bucket list.
James is gonna be like, anyways. Oh man.
So, your boy's looking at maybe getting arrested sometime the next day or two. You heard about this?
No.
I know very little about it. Not me. I'm not your boy.
Yeah. What?
So, I found out about this Saturday.
Yes, I did hear about this.
I've heard zero, so
Saturday as well.
I'm gonna regurgitate what I've heard.
Yep.
That he's gonna be looking at possibly being indicted
Yep.
for paying off Mr. Cohen that paid Stormy for her services, like any gentleman should pay their women.
Yep.
And while he was president, he refunded more or less the money back to his attorney for the whatever that number was he paid Stormy Daniels. So they're basically trying to kick him out of the race before it even starts. More or less, they could have done this probably a while back, but now we're at that point. And it's funny because Elon has made comments saying if you arrest this son of a bitch, you're basically locking him down for being the next president again. And I found that interesting that he has that mindset that people understand why they're doing this now.
Yeah.
When he's been so, we're not chasing after Bill Clinton for lying about blowjobs.
Right.
Or fucking anybody else in the White House for that
Lied
matter.
about inhaling.
Yeah. And,
Or fucking little kids.
but I found that interesting that they're going after him still. They're just trying to shut him down before
Oh yeah.
anything happens.
And that's wholeheartedly. So I just heard about Saturday too because I've been so much happier just disconnected. And
I tried to. Even though it's going to change next year.
yeah, I was gonna say, even though you keep saying, "Oh, next year we're gonna be
I
all
am.
up in this shit,"
I will be. I'm remember bringing stats and
I normally
real
am.
knowledge.
I normally am.
But I
because-
gotta remove myself from it because it consumes you. I wish I was a
100%.
young, naive 20-year-old again because
Fucking A,
it was
man.
simpler.
Yes.
I wasn't worried about my future
But-
or my kids.
So to our 4.5 listeners,
Might be 5 now. Might have 2 midgets. Or little people, sorry.
yeah. Oh, fuck them, they're midgets.
Yeah, let's kick them.
So do we? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we did. You went over it. That I got a promotion at work. Dude, I work.
Like a slave.
Stop. Yeah, no shit.
A paid slave.
Yeah. And then in between that, I remodeled my mom's island. And
So Sean's starting a side business.
no, not at all.
He's running out. He's running out of free time.
Yeah, I've had. I don't need 8 businesses like you, baller.
Yeah.
But no, and I've had so many people that seen that and whatever. They're like, "You should do this on the side." I'm like,
It's not fun.
well, it's not that it's not fun. It's that how much money I can just go to work and make. I'm not saying that I make a fucking ton of money, but
It's a trade-off.
yeah, like I can just go to work, walk around. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do more than walk around, but essentially, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm like, hey,
I'll be
guys.
back.
I'm like,
On break.
hey guys, come on, let's do this.
Yeah. Let's get out of the break room.
No, but I lead by example. That's the way I've always tried to do. But I don't know. It's just my prices would be astronomical. I just don't think I would be competitive.
Because you value yourself more
I do.
than what the typical person will.
Yeah, I guess so. So like my mom's shit, that'd be thousands for me to do that for someone else.
Right.
I mean, and I don't see many people wanting to pay that, you know. And
Right.
I had about 20 hours in it, And tomorrow I've got a private lesson with shooting, and then after that, I'm gonna go over there and hang her other pendant, wire that over, cut a hole, hang the other pendant, and close up, center hole up. So I might have 22 hours in all of that, but someone would have to pay me
Right.
a lot for me to fucking do that at their house. And I just don't think people are paying that much, and if they are, I don't have the name
They
for
are.
that clientele. And I don't care.
In our general
I don't
area, they
care.
won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in rural areas, yeah. No,
we're,
not at all.
well, obviously we are somewhat rural. We're not rural, like fucking 50 miles from the nearest Walmart.
But like my mom's neighborhood's not. All
No,
them
no.
motherfuckers would pay that shit.
Right.
And
But it's all certain areas. But
they're gonna come
that's
over and be like,
that's
"Who did that,
spotty
your
by
son?
us.
Give me his number."
Yeah, that's spotty by us. We go Cherokee, Inner Cobb, counties away from us, close to the metropolitan areas.
Yeah.
They're willing to pay for that.
Yeah, but and then if I have to travel to them, fuck, prices
Yeah,
going up, bitches.
exactly.
But I just don't care to. Like,
Right.
I know I'm meticulous and I'm OCD about the way I do things and whatever, and I want it done my way. Like, we've had this conversation. You're the same way. I just,
You'll second guess that when you go look at the house wrap on the house wrap.
I'm like, damn.
Frustration.
James,
When frustration kicks in,
you're okay with this?
fucks go out the window.
Yeah. So.
Literally. But yeah, that's the funny thing about finding that happy medium, because obviously there's things, we could roll into this. Like, what is your ideal dream job? What if money wasn't a situation? It's a 9-day difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyways, finding your dream job. For instance, you were in a sign business at one time. You were in a sign business, so you started the sign business, and obviously the economy took you out along with my business at the same time. Is what would your dream job be? And if money wasn't an issue, obviously if you didn't want to live a lifestyle of whatever, buy new cars every year and shit like that, what would your dream job be? And do you think you would actually still enjoy it? Because like when I used to do fabrication work on buggies, hardcore fab work, off-road stuff, I enjoyed it. I did it after hours.
Yeah.
My primary job was nothing close to that. It was the opposite.
Yeah.
Very polar opposite. And so when I came home, I enjoyed it. And then I rolled in, I quit that. Me and my father-in-law joined forces. He allowed me to join his business. And
That you stole from him.
I stole from him. And we, I do fab work day in, day out now. And I don't enjoy it as much as I used to, I guess. It's kind of weird. Like, I spend all day working on people's cars or whatever, doing fab work. And then after hours,
100%.
I wouldn't want to work on. I wouldn't want to work on buggies. I would.
God,
He's about
that
to
scared
roll out
the
this
fuck out of me.
motherfucker.
I was like,
He's a gunner.
yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those things like
James like got him.
yeah. I didn't enjoy it. So after hours, I was ready to fucking stop doing fab work because I've been doing it all day.
Yeah.
And so I lost interest in off-road stuff, and that's why I probably never finished my buggy. One of the reasons, one was funds, and two was I didn't have the drive for it. And that's why that Jeep outside is sitting, because I work on cars all day. I don't have motivation to, get the transmission rebuilt. I got a motor literally sitting right directly behind me, that's ready to go in it. It's just I don't have the motivation. So it kind of kills your enjoyment out of extracurricular things.
Right.
It's like carpentry. You like doing carpentry work, here and there, like a little bit, like small jobs.
Yeah.
You get satisfaction.
I
out
get
of it.
satisfaction out of a complete project.
Right.
I get satisfaction out of whenever I'm done with it, stand back and look at it and go, yeah, it looks all right. I did that. Done. So I think that's my biggest thing. But my dream job, if
Like, do you have one in mind?
yeah, it's teaching firearms,
Okay.
100%. I mean,
Like
that's-
day in, day out.
day in,
You don't
day
think you
out.
get burned out on
No,
that?
not at all. So here's the thing with that is, like, I constantly have ideas, and I just don't have the means, right? So I'm at work, family functions, I'm here doing this bullshit with you.
Just lean back one more time. I'll say you.
Yeah.
Amen.
100%, bro.
Yeah, bro. Heart emoji.
But I I just don't have a way to go outside and shoot every day. You know what I mean? And it's like, even when I do
You
come
can just move to Detroit.
yeah, no shit. Just towel.
All right.
And hey, there's the video.
Eat a biscuit.
No, but once I have some property, right, and I'm not living in a fucking neighborhood, then I'll be able to do that. And it'll be a big difference. I can start putting out way more content for one, more instructional information for two, practice more myself, because I definitely don't, with especially how my life has been going.
Right.
For three, and then four, I love fucking doing it, man. I do, absolutely. And I love sharing that knowledge with people and them being able to perform.
You like teaching.
Yeah, I guess so.
Round it up, it's something you're interested in, you enjoy teaching people.
Yeah, I guess so.
I used to.
But, but I still love, like, doing fabrication shit on vehicles, too, because that was a big part of my life growing up. And car club scene, and fucking mini trucks, and, you know, going to shows and doing all the work ourselves, shaving fucking door handles, and, you know, airbags, hydraulics, and shit on vehicles, and that was cool as fuck, and I still love that shit. It's like I was daydreaming on the way here, besides my weight loss. I was thinking about the fucking day that all the kids are out of the house and I can drop a new fucking LS in that thing with a fucking transmission.
Twin Taberskis.
Nah, I don't know about twin, but just
Right.
at least a
Yeah,
turbo.
have some power on there.
Yeah, but yeah, and just like, okay, I'm sitting there thinking like, probably like 10 grand to do transmission motor and then a couple more thousand. And it's just stupid.
Right.
But, you know, because why
How
not?
come when my kids go missing, I get insurance money?
Yeah, no shit, I could.
What about the dude
That would pay
in,
for it.
in Carolina, South Carolina?
There you go.
They just released a documentary.
I've been way disconnected.
Okay.
Bro.
But so I don't remember the guy's name. The only reason it kind of stumbled and kind of clicked for me was I saw a documentary on Netflix about, I forgot the name of it, like the killers in the front yard. It's probably nothing close to that. But anyways, it was a family, a wealthy family. I want to say South Carolina somewhere. He was wrapped up in local government, blah blah blah. He's like an attorney, I believe he was. Long story short, a kid dies by him and I haven't watched the documentary yet, but summarize it. I think one of his friends' kids, one of his kids' friends died, and then that was a big news story, and that was that. Long story short, I haven't watched it yet. He gets indicted because his wife and his kid end up being found murdered, killed, homicide, whatever, and he just got sentenced the other day. And a documentary was out before he was even sentenced, which I thought was kind of creepy.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know what his sentence was, but pretty much, life.
Wow.
What I summed it up to. But he's an attorney.
So he killed them for insurance money?
I believe so. And he also,
I was gonna say, because that's where
he
I
was
stem
a
from. I sure
some sort of,
fucking hope
I don't know the terminology for it, but like a death attorney of
Oh, so he
like
kinda
trust
can get away with
funds
it.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He would handle, like, say, for instance, you and Charlene died in a car accident, and you guys had a trust fund set up for the kids. Now I'm an attorney. I'll come in, I'll mitigate everything, make sure the kids are taken care of. Trust me, blah blah blah. He did that. That was his position. Well, he would borrow from the not borrow. He would take from the trust funds because he had power of attorney,
Right.
and that's how they lived life.
Wow.
He lived life like
Off dead people's trust funds.
like living life, like living it up,
Wow.
like big money. And I was like, I gotta watch it. I'm just waiting to have time because I'll have to
Yeah.
sit there and actually watch it.
That's fucked up. People
Yeah.
like that, man, are pieces of scum. I mean,
But yeah, but he's been found. He's guilty as fuck.
yeah.
But it was just amazing. And I listened to a snippet of like the 911 calls of him calling like, oh, I found my family's dead in my house kind of deal. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I think I seen something about that on TV.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a fucking TikTok or some shit. But yeah,
We went all over the place with that one.
yeah, we did.
We went from dream job to murderers.
Yeah, to fucking blasting the whole family and collecting insurance money.
Yeah.
But I could not fucking imagine. I mean, just I would lose my
Bring yourself
shit.
down the level.
Yeah, I would lose my shit if find out someone was taking it. I mean,
Like
I
if
know,
it was your niece
I know
or
there's
nephew or-
fucking garbage all across this fucking world. I know there is. I can't fathom how people would stoop to that level. Like, oh, this dude had plenty of money. He left it for his kids who's mourning his death. Let me just go ahead and borrow some of this shit. Oh,
Definitely.
and then borrow some more, and then and borrow some more. And, oh fuck, I can make a business out of this. And that's so
It's like a
fucked up
Ponzi
to me.
scheme.
Yeah,
It's a Ponzi scheme on someone's death.
right. And that's even worse. I just can't. It's like these fucking dot heads that call these old people and say, "Oh well, we can do this for you and that for you."
I am Bob with the IRS. and-
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Heart emoji. I
Yeah.
got you.
But people calling, old folks, I get phone calls all the time. I've had not a bunch, but I'm with so and so sheriff's department. You have outstanding ticket,
Yeah.
and I'm like, motherfucker, you don't sound like you live anywhere near that place.
Yeah, but it baffles me how people can do that. I mean, I guess they think easy money, but it's not. Someone worked their ass off for that. Hey, I don't know. It's just the selfishness, I guess.
It is.
I just don't understand people, man. I don't.
I don't think we ever would,
Yeah, we won't.
because we could say that about family members.
Yeah.
That dude dumb crazy shit all the time. Sean's getting bacon cooked over here on
Yeah.
the side. Oh, yeah, some bitch.
I
They
am.
got some heat.
Fucking, what do you got? Pornhub's hitting you up that
No,
much?
Steve, drone crazy. He's coming back out this morning
Oh yeah.
to get some more footage since we got some siding on. And I'm gonna try to get some time lapse of us putting siding up. So it's gonna be like a 4-hour time lapse video.
In 3 minutes.
No, it's gonna be a 4-hour time lapse version. And it's gonna take 12 hours to install.
Man, hold the fuck up. I didn't sign up to come over and do all this. Man.
God, you just lost like 40 pounds. But yeah, you guys are getting
God, that thing's still. Now I lost
just
more
turn
insulation.
It. Just turn it a little bit.
Yeah. Alright.
Got a little space heater over here. Sean's cooking his back grease off.
Now I'm gonna start freezing.
Hey, you need to shave your arms.
Shut up. I did. This is shaved.
It's all prickly.
That's what your sister says.
Quit robbing me.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your arm, your hair prickly. And I'm like,
What do you want? You feel that prick?
oh,
Fucking 40 grit sandpaper on the back.
yeah. Oh man. So, birthday party went good for my grandson. A little chilly.
Besides all the shit hanging down that's driving me nuts. All the little dazzled. Little
Oh yeah,
shit's
right,
hanging
right
down.
at
And I'm
every
like,
doorway.
Get the fuck out.
At every doorway, you got these little
It's
fucking
perfect.
streamers hanging
You
down.
need like 40-foot ceilings to hang
Well,
things up.
For the little kids,
Yeah, it's great.
it's great
Yeah.
because it's like,
Like, oh, cool.
300 feet in the
It's
air.
like prom night for them.
Right? Yeah,
And
exactly.
me, it's like, trying to get a piece of pizza.
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of pizza, did you
Did you get any?
I did, but were you out there when the fucking bird got me?
Yeah.
God, so here's some advice to her,
I had
four and a
a
half
flock
listeners.
of 400 sparrows fly off.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, I was holding my plate, grabbed a piece of pizza, came up, and I'm right here, and fucking bird shit hits my hand. It was so fucking. I was like, oh, it was nasty.
Did like a bite.
So then I was like,
Yep.
damn, this kind of tastes like ranch.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All natural.
Yeah. Oh man, this is fucking disgusting.
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't care for ranch like that.
Bird shit. He puts bird shit on everything.
As long as you weren't looking up with your mouth open, we're good.
Yeah.
You can look up at me with your mouth open.
Yeah.
I'll stand on this table. Caca!
Damn, is that more bird shit?
Don't taste like it. It smells like chlorine.
Tastes kind of sour, like
That was the weirdest thing. The first time I heard that it smelled like chlorine, I was like, really? It tastes like it too. It's weird.
What the fuck?
You never smelled chlorine?
Yeah, I've smelled chlorine.
You never smelled chlorine cum?
No.
You never smelled cum before?
Yeah. I guess.
You never smelt it?
I mean,
You never smelt it?
I mean, I had not like.
No, but you've never had someone say it smells like chlorine?
No.
It does. Next time, smell it. I'm serious. Viewers, let them know. Comment below. Yes, it smells like chlorine. ...
That sounds so weird.
It does, but it does smell like chlorine. It's
saying-
not like chlorine tablets, but you smell the hint of it. It's strange.
Get done. You're like, hold on.
Yeah, I'm almost there. Ah.
Oh no, your cross don't
No, it
smell
smells
like
Fruit.
chlorine.
It smells like Fruit Loops. Sorry.
Yeah. Strawberries.
Anyways. See, but I think we'll have another drinking episode coming up soon with falling stuff in the shop. And no, I had a good time drinking.
It was a good
Did you
time.
get some comments at work about how stupid we were?
No one at work. Fucking.
Nobody
Like I
mentioned.
said, the only ones that come up and say shit is
You
the
got a
ones that
podcast?
Don't right. Yeah, exactly. Well, cool.
Yeah, I was on Rogan last week.
Yeah, we've had this conversation like 4 times. Fuck off.
Yeah.
But so, no, wow. My mom sent me a screenshot of us. I guess she had it on YouTube on fucking her big screen in her living room. She was watching it.
Yeah, that's what she said. She
So-
said she was laughing.
Yeah, but we don't need to be that fucked up doing it.
I was just laughing like a little girl.
I know
was,
that,
I was
but-
just laughing at the comments.
I think oh yeah, I mean we had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
But as far as the podcast goes, I think if we were like one drink less, it would have been great because we had good.
Because I was just having a good time. I
Motherfucker,
was-
you were slurring your words before Johnny ever came down because I was making fun of that. And then I go upstairs and take a shot, and then come down and take another shot.
Shaun,
and
I
I'm
have a
still
problem.
drinking the Jaeger bomb. Yeah, I was. Then I was fucking just done.
I wasn't.
I wasn't done.
I was just getting started,
I had a
motherfucker.
really good buzz. I was just getting started. The end of the night when I drank the whole
That's when you
liter
were
of Jaeger,
confused.
that's when I went to the bathroom and shit my brains out and puked in the trash can. For an
Shaun
hour.
disappeared from the party.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I said that earlier. All right, guys, y'all keep playing. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And then he checked out.
No, I didn't check out. I checked in.
You were scanning barcodes all night in here.
Holy, dude. Beep, beep.
Beep.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But no, so yeah, the whole Trump thing caught me off guard. I had someone tell me another bunko group we hang out with. We cheat on you all the time, by the way.
You motherfucker.
And they said, "Hey, did you hear about what's going on with Trump being arrested?" I was like, "No." And so they just gave me the rundown, basically what I mentioned here. 'Cause I know still haven't looked it up, but I was like, "That's interesting." I've caught headlines on.
Apparently, he's turning himself in.
Yeah. So stupid.
Today or tomorrow. So,
Ooh. Not that I want to get political on shit. The January 6th stuff. I know you probably haven't. Like you said, you disconnected from it.
Yeah.
I've just caught on. I've caught up with it on podcast. Tim Dillon's podcast. He is going over what the House committee has redacted out of what their findings from January 6th.
really?
Yeah. So the shaman, what they're calling the shaman, the guy with the fucking buffalo hat or whatever it was,
Yeah.
Viking hat. He obviously he's mentally challenged. What we found out, but he was in the Navy. He got discharged. I don't know if it was medical, but he's schizophrenic, and that just showed one of his episodes in one of those scenarios. I was like, okay, he's in prison for 4 years now for trespassing ultimately, because I don't think he actually damaged anything. So he trespassed, got 4 years prison. He'll probably serve every bit of it, just to make an example out of him.
Yeah, but when he gets out, he can sue the fuck out of him. I hope he
Maybe.
does.
But what they're finding out is the CIA, FBI was involved with that whole fucking charade.
Yeah.
And there's so many documents that are now being released that are hardcore redacted from findings because they had a informant inside the Proud Boys. And of course, Proud Boys been labeled everything the worst thing under the sun right now.
Right.
Because they're a bunch of racists, but the leader is black or mixed or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But they're a racist extremist group,
Right.
and the reports that the informants filed, typed out, whatever they did, stated that they were non-violent, non-everything.
Yeah.
The way the media has described them.
Yeah.
Like I didn't find, what I was looking for, more or less.
Right.
And I said, wow. But they redacted that part of their
Obviously.
findings.
Yep.
And I'm like, I listened to this podcast for about 2 hours. I'm gonna say a name, and everybody's gonna discredit everything he has to say. But Alex Jones was on there. Alex Jones has said a lot of crazy dumb shit over the years. A lot. Like Sandy Hook, for one, is a big one.
But if you go back and look at everything he said,
Yeah.
he's not so fucking crazy.
Yeah, like 70% of what he says is on point.
Yeah. I mean,
He doesn't just pull shit out of his ass.
but that makes me wonder if the other 30 is really true. And,
Right.
we just
don't know yet.
have the proof,
Right.
or it hasn't came out yet.
Right.
I mean, that's my
It's like he mentioned the Epstein shit, Epstein Island,
all of it.
years ago.
All of it.
And everybody's like, oh, you're
He's-
crazy.
He's been saying shit for so long.
These
and everyone debunks what he says by
they just
a dog
discredit,
and pony show,
Yeah.
and then
they'll just discredit him for being crazy.
right, and then it comes out
And
later,
and I
it's
think
like,
he is a little bit.
I think he is crazy, but I think he's putting out more facts than people fucking realize.
I think he's just taking in so much content, information
It's hard.
that it's overload,
Yeah.
and it makes you crazy.
Well, yeah.
As funny as that sounds, it's kind of like PTSD.
Well, because no one's fucking hearing him, and everyone's telling him he's crazy. It's the whole thing with Kanye. Kanye, he's trying to fucking talk truth, and everyone's telling him he's crazy, and he's a fucking Uncle Tom, and this and that, and he needs to take these this medicine, and it's kind of making Kanye crazy.
Right.
Same thing.
Yep. But no, so I found that interesting that all these reports are coming out, but it's smoke and mirrors. This happened last week, and now this week we got Trump, so we have some more new content for the newscast to show. And I was like, this is insane. I said, this January 6th shit's trying to be shoved under the table real quick.
Oh yeah.
Because the CIA, FBI have
yeah.
had their hand
They're dirty,
deep
man.
in the pockets
Yeah.
of January 6th.
Yeah, they're dirty. All of them are.
And I don't know. I hate listening to it because it just confirms my thoughts
Yeah.
on how this country's being operated on a daily basis, and it's getting worse.
Oh yeah.
And not to shed light or shed shit on fucking the USA. I love this country. I do.
I believe red light and blue,
Yeah.
man, but God, it's going to shit.
The power-
So quick. I mean, it's already garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to what we were, and to have people born and raised in this country and shit on the flag, shit on military personnel who signed on that dotted line. I mean, basically giving myself as property to the government, like for the people ultimately. How do you shit on that?
Right.
And that just infuriates me, man. So, I don't know. I don't understand how people can have that ideology. It's like, if you go to other countries like Mexico, no other flag can be flown higher than the Mexico flag. If you do something to the Mexico flag, you're in prison for a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they got so many fucking laws. You can't buy beachfront property, or this used to be one of their laws. You couldn't buy beachfront property unless you were a national citizen, like born and raised there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just, I have citizenship now. No, you had to have been born in that motherfucker.
Right. A lot of countries are that way.
Right, but not here.
Unless you have citizenship, or if you have, open up 12 different shell companies and apply a nationalist as the CEO of the company,
Yeah.
and let that company buy the property. Like, that's how
Right.
all that shit works overseas. That I've caught up on, just general useless knowledge in the back of my head.
Yeah.
But the U.S., we're like, hey, come
Yeah.
on in.
Yeah.
What y'all want?
Any and all, come on in. Here, let us give you grants and loans
Yeah.
and all this.
You want
because you're a
healthcare?
minority.
Sign right here.
Yep.
You want 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
Here's your first work attire, gear, whatever.
Wait, we owe that to all the black people.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Set that aside.
Okay. You like guns? We
Yeah.
got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We love shooting schools up. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay, cool. You got a gun?
Let's
All right. What else we got over here?
Here's your safe space glasses.
Oh
You
yeah,
put
yeah.
those
I
on
feel so
anytime
much
you
more
feel-
comfortable
yeah.
now.
There you go. So no one
Is that
can look
better?
at you in your eye
All right.
and be
By the way,
racist.
can I get y'all to pay for my sex change?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
What do you want to be?
A dolphin.
So stupid.
I want to be a golden retriever. So I can smell women's crotches.
Hell yeah. Why women?
Because it's kind of gay for the guy.
No, not at all.
No?
No. You're a dog.
Oh. It's
It's not
acceptable.
gay. Yeah. Well, I see male dogs. I'm putting male dogs. Speaking of
I'm
which,
thinking.
we did.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing is it's just funny how people throw shade at us for being so shitty. Like, the rest of the world hates us, right? In theory.
And we're laughing fucking joke, especially with Biden.
And,
Like-
and the thing is, we're laughing and throwing checks at them all.
Oh, yeah. It, you know, whenever Trump got in office, you kept hearing the media and the far left be like, "Oh, the whole world's laughing at us right now." No, not really. They might have laughed at some of his tweets because he's a little, you know, fucking doesn't give a shit really. He's not presidential with his
Right.
tweets. But no one tried us. No one tried anybody at that time. Like, they didn't try each other because he was running this country, which were the world police.
Mm-hmm.
He was in control of the biggest army in the world, or military force in the world. Now,
And how true is that, you think?
well, how true is what?
Like, you know, we play world police where
Yeah.
we're in a cop for the rest of the world.
yeah.
And we always say, oh, we got the most biggest, most powerful army in the world, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
How true is that? Like,
It's true.
is that propaganda that we just
No,
drove into?
no. You look at equipment, you look at personnel, you look at everything.
But how much actual real information do we have, true information that we have
Oh,
about
I
it?
mean, we go
Because
by
I was contemplating that last week, listening to a few things, because we're talking about how we, it was more or less, give me a second, how the U.S. depends on the rest of the world to provide us goods and services, and well, not services, but goods more or less. Raw goods, finished goods, all that. You know, everything, half of the stuff in this shop is probably from China, half the stuff, probably all the stuff we're wearing is from China, and things like that, like, and oil. Oil's been a big issue since this whole Russia-Ukraine crap going on.
right, but it wasn't an issue before that. Why?
Yeah, it wasn't-
Russia, Ukraine wasn't an issue before that. Why?
Correct, but what I'm getting at is why are we so dependent on other countries supplying us with goods?
It's back and forth.
I know it's a it's a trades.
Yeah.
There's a trade
It's
market involved with this, and I
like-
understand that aspects kind of.
A big part of it was it's all political, man. It's all politically driven. So when Clinton was in office, right? I forgot exactly how it's named and terminology or whatever, but you could not put "Made in America" on anything that was not made in America. When Clinton was in office, he changed it to where you can import all of this bullshit.
Raw goods or whatever.
Finished goods. You can import every part of that motorcycle right there, all in pieces from China and everywhere else, and just assemble it in the U.S. and then still put "Made in America" stamp on that, which is bullshit. It's not. It's assembled in America, not made in America. So when he did that, that let a lot of these companies that have benchmarked, or not benchmarked, but been known as "Made in America," oh, I can send all this shit to Mexico now. And they open a fab shop in Mexico and have everything produced there. It costs half the fucking price with shipping to ship it back to the U.S. Assemble it here, same stamp, "Made in America," and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So he allowed that shit to happen. That let a lot of our shit go out of this country. A lot. So that's why we rely on that. Before that, we did shit here and we found cheap ways to do it here. Now no one's doing that because it's cheaper out of this fucking country.
Right.
So I think that's why we rely on shit, is because we've allowed for it to fucking go. And that's bullshit. If it's made in America, it needs to be, they fucking melted the steel here, fucking poured it, shaped it, formed it, assembled it, welded it, painted it,
And shipped it. And
and shipped it.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, but Yeah. So shitty politicians like that has allowed for that to happen. So we rely on everybody.
Mhm.
I think it should be free will, free whatever. But I think
It's a free market.
I
and
think
it's
free
fully
market
understandable.
100%. And I'm
Yeah.
good with that. But him allowing them to put "Made in America" on that is bullshit. It shouldn't be. I mean, that's just another way of lying.
Right.
I mean, which our government never does.
But I understand we have to have trade.
Yeah.
Trade creates commerce. Commerce, feeds the rest of the world with money and so
Right,
on,
and
and
then
jobs
the
and
economy
blah, blah, blah.
fucking
Yeah,
float, right,
flourishes, all that crap. And Jocko was on a podcast a while back, and he was talking about what he's trying to do during the height of COVID. So we'll just say over a year ago. He mentioned he found out when he wanted to start a blue jean company, I believe it was. He wanted to get into manufacturing locally made goods, basically U.S. made goods. And he said,
Do the blue jeans have a window right here?
yeah. but he was talking about he was getting involved with it, money, factories, blah blah blah. Like he wanted to actually have his hand in all of it versus like, hey, I want to make a blue jean and put my name on it and call it,
Y'all figure it out.
Jocko's Jeans, yeah. And then normally most people are like, okay, well I have a factory in Shanghai, blah blah blah, all that crap. Well, he's
Now
like,
we have
no,
Jinkos.
yeah,
Jocko's.
Jocko Jinkos. He's like, I found out while I was going down this rabbit hole of trying to start a business that he's like, we're not set up for that anymore here in the States. He said, he mentioned it, and I'll have to rehearse myself back in. We'll say 2-3 generations ago. We'll say after World War II. We slowly started outsourcing stuff like that overseas to help with trade, commerce, blah blah blah. He said, and every generation, every little bit, we kept outsourcing overseas, and now what we have today is, we'll say 90% of most items in somebody's house is made in overseas. He's like, we simply do not have the skill set, one, of people to maintain and operate this style of equipment. So, these large industrial plants. It's kind of like where you work.
Yeah.
Large industrial.
Walmart.
Yeah, large industrial plant, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, that place has been there for a long time. Blah blah blah. It's not cost effective for them to do that overseas. Well, it is to a certain extent, but they can't keep up with the amount of traffic.
All our equipment that's inside there now was manufactured in Germany in the 50s, and we bought it from Brazil in like 2000. One of our other locations.
Yeah.
We bought it from them, and they shipped it up
Yep.
on a boat. One piece fell off in the ocean.
Right.
No shit. No, it really did. We're missing part of one big equipment, and they had to make it because it fell off in the fucking
Start
ocean.
from scratch and
Yeah.
try to reverse engineer something.
No, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there that's interchangeable, especially back then.
But no, so I found that interesting when he mentioned, he's like, we simply can't do it because we don't have the manufacturing capabilities in the States. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense because, I'm sure there are blue jeans, just for instance, here in the States that are made, but Levi's aren't made here.
Fuck
Anything about Walmart ain't made here
no.
whatsoever.
So I worked for a warehouse company after the economy crashed, 2008. Closed down my sign business, 2009. I worked for this place in like 2010, and it was only for a short amount of time. I had a lot of stuff go on in a short span, and they laid me off. They were just fucking firing me. But this when Cameron had his mouth incident. My granddad passed away, and Charlene had cancer cells. So that was a rough patch of life to deal with all that. I legit was like outside crying at the fucking picnic table one day, like when found out about Charlene's shit. But she had it laser removed. Everything's good, healthy, good. So, but it was a big scare, like I was gonna lose my life. I'm not typically that big of a bitch, but it was just a lot all at once. So, anyways, they import in from wherever it's manufactured all this ripstock fabric. They made military and police and
Oh yeah, I remember this.
apparel.
Yep.
So they import in, so we get a fucking container. All this shit's on rolls, and we get them and we stack them up, and we store them and locate them, and then we take all these fucking rolls with all this zippers and all this shit, and we put it on another fucking truck, and we ship it, or a container, and we ship it the fuck out to like Indonesia, and then it fucking gets assembled, and then it gets shipped back. It's fucking crazy to me. To me, it seems like this
The
is all.
logistics behind it all.
Yeah, it is counterproductive. But then we're selling it, and it's an American-based company, right? And because they're doing the final touches of something in the fucking
Right. Manufacturing process.
in the room in there, the chicks with all the sewing
They
machines.
put the
and
tags
shit.
on them.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But and it's like okay. And I got a hell of a deal on some of that stuff. I wish now I'd fucking go and get the same deal, but and I'm not gonna put the company on blast, but it's a really big name in the industry, and I just thought it was shitty. Like, how the fuck, And they had very close ties with them because they're not far away, and the headquarters isn't from one to the other.
It's kind of like the movie War Dogs.
Oh man, dude, it
Kind of
was
the same
just-
scenario almost.
It was like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing that? Like,
Because they're saving 10 cents per yard to have them sew it versus us. And at the end of the year, that's like extra $10,000 or millions or whatever the case might be. Pennies now, but equal dollars down the road.
right, and then
And that's my question is, people say, I'm a proponent, but I also shop there. Walmart kills local economies, small mom and
same
pop
with
setups.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon too. We'll just use Walmart as a reference for now.
Don't talk about my employer.
Sorry guys, we're gonna beat up on Big Blue.
Yeah.
Is everybody's like, oh, you want affordable household goods, this and that. Walmart brings it to the table and this and that. And I'm like, well, one, yes, the items are usually cheaper at Walmart, by 20 cents here, $1 there, versus other stores.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Fucking
Well, yeah,
Publix.
a few dollars. So if you go shopping, you're gonna save $50 going from one store versus the other. That makes up a lot for households that are living on a tight budget. And I get that.
And have a
But
bunch of kids.
How much would the price increase if we swapped all that for American-made goods? One, we don't have the capabilities of doing it, but say, for instance, 40 years from now, say we are a manufacturing powerhouse once again, like we were back in the World War days.
Right.
We produce some of the best shit in the world.
Yeah.
And is it a trade-off for cheaper goods or higher profit margins for investors? Because could they sell that at the same price point, like a pair of socks, $2? We'll say that, and it costed them 10 cents to have them made overseas. We'll say they made them for 50 cents here. Could they sell at the same price point and just take a hit on profit margins?
I mean, absolutely they could, but too many people
But they
are fucking
won't.
greedy.
Yeah, they're greedy.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like, for the better, greater good of the U.S. of A.,
No one
is it
would
worthwhile?
change.
Exactly.
No one would change unless it's new people, right? Like coming in the door, like I'm doing this. This is what we stand behind. I'm never gonna fucking sell out. You could say that, you could preach that, but people aren't gonna, one, believe you, and or two, they're not gonna buy it because it's 10 cents cheaper. You know what I mean? Or if you can even get it to the same.
Because it's the
fucking
mindset
price.
of everybody wants something as fast and as cheap as possible,
Right.
and I do too.
Yeah. I mean, we all do. I have fucking Walmart deliver groceries.
Because I think generationally we've always sought for that, one, to save money. That's our way of saving money. Oh, I'm gonna order, off Amazon, off
Yep.
Joe Blow, because
Yep.
I'm gonna save $10 on this part, or I can go down to the local auto parts store that's owned privately by Jim, Joe, and Bob, and
Right.
pay the extra $10 and know that I'm keeping that local company up and running.
Well,
During the beginning of COVID, I took a huge mindset change in that aspect. Is I order like quite a few $1,000s in parts for the company that I operate daily.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to a local hardware store down the road called Morgan's. It's one of the, I won't say the oldest hardware stores in Georgia, but it's the oldest hardware store in our county, probably the Tri-County area. It's been there since 19.
04.
Anyways,
Anyways.
it's old as shit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see what they could do. So I took a few items to them. I said, hey, can you source these for me? Yeah. Let me reach out to my guys. I said, okay. They got back with me. They ended up finding it cheaper, which I thought was odd because I shopped around forever online, and the best price I found was, we'll say $2. Well, he found it for $1. Okay, let me go and order 100 of them. Go and stock up on them. So I started doing that with him, and I started sourcing, I would say probably 30% of my parts that I was sourcing online from, just distributors on the interwebs. And I traded it off, and I said, I'm gonna give it to this local company.
100%, bro.
I feel like I'm supporting a small local business. And I took that mindset during COVID because
Heart emoji.
we had so many issues with sourcing things during those times to keep our company afloat.
Yeah.
Which was a good thing because it made us change our designs of some of our products to interchange with some different things that we couldn't source.
Right.
That was my spiel about shopping local and supporting small business.
Well, and I'm 100%.
Especially so because I'm a small business. Shaun's a small business.
Yeah. And I'm 100% support of that. But the biggest problem is like, I don't know, like parts for, guns. I go into a gun store and I want a new sight, or I want the fucking the TLR7, right? The flashlight. Okay.
Fleshlight.
Yeah, flashlight.
I want
So-
the new model.
Yeah, I want the one that sucks and fucks me all at once. But
It has a taint tickler.
yeah, exactly. No, it's got a fucking ram on the backside of it like
The
this.
Sawzall
fucking
battery.
taking in my ass. No, but so I go in there and I want to buy that, and it's fucking $250 there. But I can get on Amazon and get it for $130. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Is too many people are fucking doing such a high markup on shit because they're only selling one or two here and there versus
Selling quantity.
selling quantity and selling a fucking bunch of them, and then you're making the same money, if not more. Plus, you got more people talking about you. Too many people are greedy and they fuck themselves, and that's my problem with buying local, right? Like that was great for you, but the problem I have is that,
Right.
and too many people are marking it up way too fucking high. So I want to support them, but at the same sense, it's like I could buy two for what I buy it from you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sorry, Amazon it is.
Yep.
And I fucking
We've all grown in that mindset.
it's bad, but the problem is because the person. Now, if that person would be like, $150, $160, so they're $20, $30 more, then I'm fucking really searching my morals at that point. All right, if it's a good company and I know them and I'm gonna continue to do business with them, then fucking it's not a question at all. I've built a relationship with them.
Right.
But that's my biggest problem.
Yeah. No, I get it for sure.
So, and it's at the low level too. It's at the small business level. You cannot be greedy. I mean, and if you are, then I'm fucking going to Amazon.
Right. And the same thing, like that local hardware store, I would prefer to give them, if not all my business.
Yeah.
One, because they have great customer service. They're mom and pop set up, so very friendly, very everything. It's the opposite of what Lowe's gonna be like, hey, get your shit, get out.
I'm gonna hook you up.
I can feel that heat already down. I'm at the shed some clothes now. But no, for instance, we go through a lot of nuts, bolts, and hardware here. And Larry would buy a box here, a box there, stock up enough. When I came in, I'm like,
Biggest
we're gonna
motherfucker.
buy everything in bulk. I said, we're gonna save money. We could order a lot of this stuff online before I decide to go local. I'd order everything in bulk. 100 of this, 100 of that, 50 of this,
Right.
50 of that. Buy in bulk because I want that bulk discount.
Right.
I said, we're gonna use it. We're just not gonna use it now.
Right.
But at the end of the year, we're gonna save, we'll say a couple $1,000s.
Right.
And that's what adds up. So
100%, bro.
100%. But the difference is, I tried to negotiate, for instance, like price point on bolts. His bolts down there are probably made in China, has made in USA box, has a US brand name on the front of the box. That same quantity, let's say a box of 100 bolts was $25. Well, I go online and order $12, and it shows up at my house, and I don't have to leave my couch, kind of deal. And I tried to negotiate with him. He's like, no, he's like, that's cheaper than my price. I was like, how does that work out? There's so many resellers of items that have to make their little markup, and by the time it reaches our table, it's been marked up 4.5 to 20 times.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Is what happened? I said if we result back into from manufacturing to point of purchase, I think that would help out. The product wouldn't spread wide and far, and a frenzy fire.
Right.
Like Hey Dudes. Like if
Yeah.
Hey Dudes simply went to the internet and started advertising, got with some, influencers on Instagram or however they want to do it. Like, hey, check out my new fucking shoes, these are dope, blah, blah, blah. I think that would help out with the price point of everything.
Yeah.
On a huge scale. If
Right.
we quit having distributors, for instance, the insulation I told you about, the insulation for my house.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I got the quote.
You went to a big box store.
No, well, I reached out to the manufacturer first. Their website was kind of vague.
Okay.
I said, hey, this is a product I need. This is how much I need it. Okay, let me figure this out and I'll get back with you. Okay, who are you with?
Oh.
We'll blurt that out. Yeah, bleep bleep. Shaun's playing around, and he said, "Who you with?" And I said,
We're getting
just
canceled.
just me." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I can't sell directly to the public. You have to go through a distributor."
Do we have to blurt that out?
Yeah, you will.
Really?
It won't be posted anywhere probably. We'll probably get taken down.
Oh gosh.
And he said we have to reach out to the distributor. So I said, okay. He mentioned off a few. I said, okay, there's one nearby. A couple weeks later, I get a price. He comes back, calls me, says, we'll just say $2,000 was what it costed me. Well, I said, hey, can you send me the quote? I want to make sure it's exactly the product I need because there's a lot of gray area on this product,
Yep.
application-wise. And he sent me the quote. And he forgot to black out, or he sent me the original quote from the manufacturer. And long story short, he marked it up $1,000. He doesn't have to touch it. He's just the middleman, just taking my debit card number and transacting it and charging it, whatever he's doing. And the manufacturer's gonna ship it directly to my house.
Blind shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$1,000 right off the rip plus shipping. And I'm like, that's one of the problems we have is everybody has to get their fingers in there to make this happen. I said if we worked more towards direct manufacturing to direct consumer sales, I think it would help out with the cost of goods.
Oh yeah.
Will it ever go there? I highly doubt it,
Yeah.
because there's such an infrastructure in place
Mhm.
for third, fourth, 100th party sales points.
Well, a lot of it is, well, see, here's the thing though, but we're going that way. We're headed that
Yeah.
direction because of the internet,
Right.
and only because of the internet. So before, it was hard to go from manufacturer to consumer because, who the fuck's gonna call up Ford manufacturer?
Yeah, you'd have to advertise in Time magazine and
Right.
and
And then
back
you're
in the
gonna
day.
call Ford, Motor Company, fucking whatever, and be like, hey,
I
can
want
you,
that new Ed 150.
yeah, can you make me a Taurus SHO? Like you're not gonna call them and order a fucking car and wait for it to be
Right.
made. You're just gonna go to a dealership to where it's convenient, test drive what you want, buy what you want, etc., etc. When everything started to get crazy and they started to rate customers by price gouging, that's when those companies started talking about doing the online shit and excluding fucking.
And it's funny you mentioned that. The manufacturers quit. Ford, in particularly, stopped putting MSRP on window stickers.
Really? Fuck,
I caught that on a couple weeks ago.
man. Yeah.
They quit putting MSRP prices on there,
Wow.
so dealerships could
Charge whatever they want.
fucking pencil it in.
Well, Ford was the one, their CEO is the one that got on there and said he's thinking about doing away with fucking dealerships and doing direct customer
Right.
sales.
And we're at the point now in society where we can. Like,
Yeah.
we have
With anything.
we have technology in place so we could do that directly.
So essentially, we can do that with anything. So, but
Because like Carvana,
that'll fucking Carvana's going out the window. They did too
yeah,
much bullshit.
yeah, they did a lot of
But that
shady
would
shit.
cripple our economy too, because all these local stores would shut down.
Yeah, so it's a double-edged sword. It's
Yeah.
one of those things. Obviously, the infrastructure is there in place, like Walmart and all that stuff. Fine goods, but large consumer goods like vehicles, That's a good example because
Hard.
we could go on Ford.com and you could build out the biggest, most expensive or cheapest
But you
truck
still
you
gotta
want.
buy it through a
But you have to
dealer.
go through a distributor, more or less a dealership, to do it. And I'm like, well, why should I even build it on a website if I can't finish the final price?
Right.
It's like going on Amazon, researching, oh, this is how much this costs, but let me go to the store and order it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how in the fuck that could even work. That's hard. That's a hard, like you said, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're touching base on a lot
We
of dumb
gotta
shit.
We gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Make ourselves millionaires. What about that other idea?
Yeah.
I hadn't done anything with it.
I haven't either.
I still haven't even told you.
I need to go
everything
through
that's on
research and find out to see if there's a product like that out there.
it. I haven't found one.
I stumbled across something when I was researching, excuse me, and I didn't watch it or read into it too much. I was like, that looks very similar to what I want. It's more bigger and bulkier and all that other stuff. And I was like, I have to revisit that. It's in my not my cart, but my history. I have to go back and look at it.
Alright.
I think it'd be a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, but
How finding someone to manufacture that once again in the States is going to be the difficult part.
Yeah.
I do have the hookup with a cabling company that specializes and builds me harnesses for the cars,
Really.
throttle pedal extensions.
Yeah.
Very simple product. Like they charge like $40 a pop,
And they make it all.
and they make it all. Yeah.
Okay. Or them,
they-
wherever the fuck.
yeah,
In
they're-
the U.S.
Yeah,
level.
yeah, they're based here in the States.
Okay.
And they have the capabilities. They make a lot of custom one-off, like full custom wiring harnesses for like classic cars, things like that. So they're capable of doing that, or they could at least put me in touch with someone that does,
Right. Like
3D printing,
communications,
get the control module and so on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
We'll have to dabble on that. We'll talk about that later today.
yeah.
Some
no
ideas.
shit. Yeah, man, it's real hard trying to think of how to fucking draw everything back in, but I don't think we ever will.
I think it's a
Ever.
wildfire that can't
I
be
think
put out.
Yeah, I think it's done. But the only thing we can do is have more people that are patriotic to fucking start companies all based here and keep everything here. The price is going to be higher, obviously, and they can't be greedy. But that's just what it's going to take.
Right.
They're going to. I don't know.
The masses say, "Oh, we want American
Massa.
made." The masses of people.
Oh.
They're always complaining about, I want American made goods, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, fuck China, fuck this, fuck that. They're just tired of, but they bitch about it. But if they come in and say, hey, okay, we can make that same laptop you have here in the States, but it's going to cost you an extra $500 when it was $1,000. Yeah, people are like, fuck that.
Right.
Well, this is what it cost.
Yeah.
And then you could argue, well, what if you lower your profit margins? Well, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then I don't want to be in business because this is what pays for my yacht.
Right.
So it's one of those things where people have to come to an understanding of, hey, this is for the greater good of the country.
Yeah.
But most people are too stubborn and hard-headed and greedy to do that.
Yeah.
Because I've contemplated, so we offer DIY systems for our main company, and it's slightly cheaper than something I would install here in our shop. And I thought about lowering the price because I could sell quantity. My greedy mind's thinking, well, if I sell 10 versus 5 a month or whatever the case might be, that's extra more money.
Right.
That means I have to work
Extra more.
that much more for less money. But at the end of the month, I still have more money.
100%, bro.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, so it's one of those things that I've crossed that path myself. Like, hey, if I lower the price on this product, I could probably sell more of them.
Amen.
But at the same time, I'm the manufacturer. I'm quality control. I'm everything. I'm everything under the sun.
Yeah.
My team of people behind me consists of probably mice and spiders.
That's what you put in your butt?
Yeah. Keep tugging.
I'm just jerking James off under the table.
Feels good.
You're right, it does smell like corn. Oh.
Well, I did take a bath this morning.
Yeah. Oh, okay. In the neighbor's pool.
In your neighbor's pool.
Yeah.
In your hot tub.
Ain't no way I'd touch that. All right. I'd say say that's good, but
Yeah.
fuck, man, it's hard. That's a really hard. So all 4.5 or 5, however many people are listening to this, think about that.
It might be 4.5
Seriously.
now since you didn't recognize the half other person.
I said 4.5. You said 5.
I did. You didn't recognize them.
That's always been 4.5.
Okay.
Midget. You said 2 midgets.
Yeah, 2 midgets make a hole.
All right. So,
Oh, 500 downloads. Thank y'all.
yeah,
Very
awesome.
cool.
That was
Any new countries on the map?
milestone. No.
No. Fuck
Same.
y'all.
The couple have probably only listened once, and they were like, "Hey, he's down there."
Yeah, these stupid asses.
Yeah. But these must be Trump supporters.
Mm-hmm.
But
America.
yeah, so
Amen.
we are right about 4 months now, I think. No, it was November 7th. So
Yeah, 5 months.
we're almost to 5 months. We're at 4.5 months right now. We hit 500 downloads.
Not bad. 5 listeners, 5 months.
Hell yeah, that's a lot. But we're averaging about 100 downloads a month now.
Yeah.
When the first month, I want to say we were around 20.
And I think people are afraid to share us on social media just because
Oh.
we're so coarse.
100%, bro.
Yeah, 100% on that one.
Yeah.
And I get it.
And even family members have told me that, and I'm cool with it. I don't
Yeah.
care. But
We know we're coarse. We touch on a lot of edgy shit.
yeah, and we say a lot of shit. It's something I said earlier.
Yeah,
we're gonna have
it's
to fucking
fun.
bleep out.
Yeah, it's fun, and take it for what it's worth. We are not CNN.
No,
We don't
not-
take ourselves that serious, and neither should you.
Fuck no. But I don't know, man. I don't get. I get that 100%, but I don't get the whole fake support bullshit. That shit drives me nuts.
Mhm.
Like, it really does.
Right,
Don't. Just shut up. Just don't say nothing.
right.
I mean, you could just say hey, and that's it. Don't ask about some shit you're not interested in,
Right.
cocksuckers.
So next week, are we gonna have a guest on?
I don't know.
We're still working logistics.
Yeah, because we just tried that out before this, and we'll see. So we've got several people we want to.
Well, we could do a dry run when you get back home and set it up later in the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call and we'll do some test runs or whatever.
Yeah, we need to do that, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking we're gonna have to fucking upgrade this.
Okay.
To be.
And the thing
able to
is, when I was looking for new
accommodate
soundboard, because I just wanted a sound effect board, and I was like, nothing was coming up. Like,
Really?
this is the end all, I won't say the end all be all, but this is plastered all over Amazon,
Right.
you know.
that. And it has great reviews.
Yeah, it's, for the price point, it's a great little product.
Yeah.
But I just wanted one, nothing but buttons. Just little wild shit,
Oh,
just dumb
I've
shit.
seen plenty of those.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I said,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it.
We will figure this shit out.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, it's a good, damn good show.
Damn good show.
Don't break my table, Al.
Fuck this table.
Don't spill your flask.
Yeah.
Thank you, Glock,
Don't wanna
corporate
be-
sponsor. Shims has dropped this now.
Hell yeah. Fuck Shims. We got Slim Jim, bitches.
Yep, Slim Jim in my pants.
Yeah, it was. But damn, it smelled like chlorine.
Anyways, hope everybody has a great week.
Yeah, absolutely. This is cold as fuck Monday morning,
Yes.
and we're about to go work on James' house.
Yay.
Yay.
And Lieutenant Dan and his drone is coming out.
Lieutenant
Yeah.
Dan.
I'll be helping. Make sure you don't check him out yet. He doesn't have a page yet. But Drone Crazy, real estate, property, shots, anything in mind, drone wise. Professional pilot. He's for hire.
We need to get him.
If you need his contact information, just reach out to me or Shaun.
What does he have an email?
Yeah, I don't have it on hand. I was hoping he'd show up. He was on the way. He's probably down there now. But I was hoping he could walk in and we'd just do like a quick intro. Yeah.
Hey, this is Johnny's gutter shit.
Yeah. Last week was Gutter Man. Now we have the fucking Plane Man.
Yeah, but have him do some shooting shit or videography for me shooting. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Flying in. I don't know.
And you shoot his drone on accident.
Hell yeah.
Pow, pow. Turn sideways.
Damn, I didn't know I was that accurate. It's the
Be a
target.
slow-mo, the bullet coming to the lens.
Alright, that's it. We're out.
Peace,
Hope you guys
mothers.
have a great week and fuck off.
I love y'all.